Going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we are back here with an IPL 2024/23, whatever year you want to call it, auction ranking video of every single franchise. Of course, it was last night / this morning for me. I did just finish and upload my IPL auction review, so if you haven't, go check that out. But we're going to jump into this one. We've got our 4 tiers here. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. But if you are someone who has watched my videos before, you know how this works. We'll run through the tiers quickly. Rinku Singh, of course, that's the Lord and Savior. He is the top of the tier. That's how it's always going to stay. We've got pretty solid, not bad, which can also kind of be like not bad, but also kind of bad as well. Bit of mix and match there. We kind of decide what we want as we feel. And then the bottom tier, Billy Stanlake, who for some reason did nominate his name in the auction last night like he was going to get picked up. But yeah, he is on the bottom ranking, and that is explainable if you have watched him play cricket. So hey, let's jump straight into this one. We've also got the IPL page up here just to kind of run through each franchise in case we forget, a few of their pickups and stuff like that, because we can't remember everyone's name. Okay, let's get straight into it. Off the bat, SRH Kavya Moran, of course, one of the more famous auction women down there. She went a bit crazy with money last night. Pat Cummins, who was the most expensive buy until Mitchell Starc. Travis Head, of course, is amongst that. Hasaranga was amongst that. I mean, we might as well just bring them up, right? So Pat Cummins, Travis Head, Unad Kut, and Hasaranga were their 4 big pickups. I'm going to say pretty solid. I mean, Hasaranga for cheap. Cummins, you get a natural leader, someone who's just won the World Cup, the WTC as captain. I think it pretty much speaks for himself. Of course, his T20 records aren't that amazing, especially in India, but I think down there at Hyderabad, he should flourish and hopefully dominates. I mean, as an Aussie, I would love to see that. Trav Ball could have gone for way more money. He was a great pickup along Hasaranga. They've got plenty of overseas talent to choose from. All right, into my boys now, the Punjab Kings, Preeti Zinta. You've put us in a hole once again because we have not done well at the auction. Let's get to the lads. Chris Wokes. That's how it starts off. Harshal Patel, of course. Rousseau. And that is literally just essentially it. So, look, we could have done so much damage at this auction, gone after a Ravindra, a Coetzee, a Madhushankar, Omar Zai for very cheap. Instead, we're paying Chris Wokes 4.20 and Harshal Patel, someone who has went for the most runs in an over in IPL history, for more than Jasprit Bumrah gets paid. So that should probably tell you what we've done. Look, as a fan, I think our 11 is okay. I think it'll be, again, mid-table. But honestly, it's in the Billy Stanlake category for me. I mean, Riley Rousseau was a decent pickup, but he came at a big cost, and I could not see any other team wanting Riley Rousseau for that much money. It honestly felt like they just made us go that high to spend that much and waste all of our purse. So, yeah, not a great day at the auction for Punjab. Trevor Bayliss, you might as well just stayed with the Sydney Thunder because you've done nothing at the auction. All right, rant over. Into the Kolkata Knight Riders, of course. They did get the biggest buy at the auction. It has cost them an arm and a leg for Mitchell Starc. First time playing in the comp for over a decade, I think it's been, and what a way to announce yourself back into the competition. Majib, Rutherford, Gus Atkinson, Manish Pandey, KS Bharat, Sakaraya, and Ramandeep Singh. Probably the only names they're likely to play. So, where do we put them? I think they've done well. Obviously, Manish Pandey coming back for cheap. They've gotten a few cheapies amongst their big, expensive buy. I don't want to say it's Rinku Singh category because I just don't think it's that close, but it's pretty solid for me. Like, again, we go back, Starc, Majib will offer that extra spin option. Atkinson, who, meh. Rutherford, meh. But I think just getting a lot of internationals, a lot of local talent, Sakaraya, Singh, Bharat, Manish Pandey. I think that'll pay off because they got them quite cheap as well. So I'm going to say that's solid, but I'm not a fan of the Atkinson and Rutherford pick. I don't really get it, but we'll see how they go at Eden Gardens. Mitchell Starc, can he produce a masterclass? I hope so. Alongside the GOAT, Rinku Singh. That would be... imagine the combination right now. Rinku Singh bowling at one end, Mitchell Starc at the other. Good luck, bowlers. All right, CSK. I think they go into the Rinku Singh category. I almost don't even need to look at this board because they had a sensational auction. The Chennai Super Kiwis have done it again. Daryl Mitchell, another Kiwi. Samir Rizvi, who is an upcoming prospect. He's been paid a lot of money, a lot of pressure, but sounds like he's pretty good. Shardul Lord Takua returns. Mustafiza Rahman. Rachin Ravindra for so cheap. Like, I can't believe he went that cheap. And honestly, just for getting Ravindra in, Mitchell in, like, Mitchell was a bit expensive, but I think they've just done exactly what they needed to, filled out the positions in their 11 that they needed, and they've literally nailed it. So I find it pretty hard not to go past them. The reigning champions, MS Dhoni's crew, Tala for a reason. They're at the top. And look, to be honest, I didn't want to put them there because I want to see a new team win the title. But they've done pretty well, so I have to be honest. Well done to Stephen Fleming. RCB. Oh, no. All right, RCB fans, let's talk about what you've done. So, obviously, released some pretty quality players. Hasaranga was one of them. Hazelwood was another. And then they bought in... Everyone was expecting that they would auction and go big for Mitchell Starc. They did. Probably ran out of money in the end to spend. And they settled for the West Indies legend, Alzari Joseph, for a disgusting amount of money. Like, let's be brutally honest. We're not here to sugarcoat things. I cannot believe how much money they're going to be paying this man to play for them next season. At Chinnaswamy, which of course is a bit of a smaller boundary ground, he's someone who is pretty liable to go for a lot of runs. They've replaced Harshal Patel essentially with an overseas player of Joseph. So, RCB fans, let me know what you think. Yash Dayal, Ferguson, he's always injured, but if he can stay fit, good pickup. Tom Curran, like for IPL. So, I'm sorry, RCB fans, but you probably belong alongside us. Remember, this is not based on the 11. This is not based on their entire team. This is just how they did in the auction. Just that. Nothing else but their auction. So, Punjab, RCB, not a great day at the auction. And look, this could totally come back to bite me. I hope it does, but not good. Alzari Joseph, please. All right, Rajasthan Royals. Ooh, what did they even do? I don't even remember seeing Rajasthan do much. So Romvan Powell, of course, was the first pick. And then they picked up Shupman Dubey, Nondre Berger from South Africa, and Tom Kohler-Cadmore. I mean, it's not bad. I think that's just pretty original. Like, they didn't have a massive purse to spend, of course, but, you know, a few little cheeky pickups, nothing to rave home about. Romvan Powell probably feels that late finisher sort of role because we know Rian Parag is not going to do that. So they've got someone in who's actually has the capability to finish off an innings. And then Tom Kohler-Cadmore, I mean, I don't see him playing a game, so he'll just probably swirl up some Gatorade. All right, Mumbai Indians, we know what's happening with this franchise at the moment under new captaincy. Wild scenes with their social medias, but if you are a Mumbai fan, they've probably done well to win back your respect somewhat. They've done really well here in the auction. Gerald Coetzee for only 5 crore, isn't it? I mean, I cannot believe that he's gone so cheap after doing so well in the World Cup. Absolute steal. Dilshan Madhushankar, another steal. Muhammad Nabi just brings a good veteran sort of presence, the old fella. Shreyas Gopal for very cheap, and I think they've done exceptionally well. I don't think it's Rinku Singh category, but they've done well to get some absolute steals, and again, they should be back near the top. under Hardwick's captaincy, which sounds crazy to say, but yeah, if we expect that they don't all fight each other, they should be near the top. Delhi Capitals time. Ricky Ponting's men. Rishabh, he'll be back. He was at the auction table. It was good to see him. Even Preeti Zinta wanted to take a selfie with him. So that's how you just know the presence of the great man. Their top buy was Kumar Kushagra, who, correct me if I'm wrong, but is uncapped. I think about 20-something years old. Again, I'm not too familiar with the uncapped players, but a wicket keeper, I guess that's someone that they can maybe put into the future and maybe build their franchise around. I'm really unsure on too many of these uncapped players and their stats, except for like Rizvi, and that's pretty much all I've seen. So I'm unsure. Jai Richardson, always injured. Harry Brook, he's England, so that's not great. Shai Hope, I think, is a good pickup for 75. Stubbs, decent pickup, but I don't know. Like, again, didn't have a massive salary cap to play with, but they're almost in the Billy Stanlake category. I just think, are they? Like, they probably are. I think just getting someone like Shai Hope cheap, Harry Brook cheap, if Jai Richardson can stay on the park, that'll be a good move. So I think they've done just slightly better than RCB and Punjab, but they're not really that far ahead. Gujarat Titans time, so the two new teams to the competition over the last few years under the new captaincy of Shubman Tendulkar. And what did they do? What were they cooking? Spencer Johnson for 10 crore. Now, if you have listened to my review on the auction, I cannot fucking believe they've spent this much money. I mean, they were kind of like forced in an auction bid to go that high for him, but he's not that good. Even as an Aussie, I love him. I want him to do well. He's a big fella, tall left armour, bowls quick. But in India, it's a different ball game. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that one. Shah Rukh Khan, great pickup. Punjab have let one go here, only for 7 crore as well, which is a pretty good price. Umesh Yadav, Kartik Tyagi, and Omar Zai for only 50 lakh is a steal. And I think it's pretty solid. I think they've done all around pretty well. They've, replacements, of course, for Hardik Pandya aren't that easy to do, but I think they've got the talent. They've still got the group for it. They've won a title and then were in the title game last year. So clearly they're going to be okay. They're going to be near the top again. And hopefully Kane Williamson doesn't get injured and they will be pretty good. So into the last team, Justin Langer's men. Now, there's a little bit to talk about with this one. He's decided to pick his own players. So, Shivam Mavi, sure, that's a good pick. Siddharth, sure. David Wille, I think they've actually got him quite cheap. I think, I'm not a big fan, but I think he's a bit more expensive than that. But this is weird. Ashton Turner, a Western Australian, the same as Justin Langer. Yeah, this man should not be in the IPL. Again, he's a decent batsman, lower order, never bowls in the Big Bash, so I've never seen him bowl for years and years, so I don't classify him as an all-rounder. It just says batter here as well, so yeah, sure, it's cool to see another Aussie in there. Kulkarni and Ashad Khan, so some decent pickups here late, and not bad. So honestly, that's how we're going to finish up my rankings. I don't know how long of a video this was. I don't know. Again, I think I've nailed it. I'm going to stick with my guns here. Let me know down in the comments if you think I've butchered any spots that are wrong that I should change. Let me know down below. Remember, it's all just a bit of fun, having a laugh, and the IPL season is soon to be upon us. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and I'll see everyone in the next one.